Hello all. Welcome all of you on behalf of Progressive Infotech. I'm Bani Murjani this side. I would like to thank you all for taking out time from your busy schedules and joining us today for this virtual session. So, as you all know, today we have gathered here to discuss on the winning ingredients of a successful hybrid workplace with Mr. Ashish Kamotra. He's MD and CEO at Adapt India. We also have Mr. Prateek Garg with us. He's MD and CEO at Progressive Infotech, and our client success leaders, Mr. Ravi Shankar and Mr. Gaurav Bhutani. So we will have 45 minutes of a session followed by Q&A. So please feel free to type in your questions in the chat box, which will be answered in the Q&A round. Now, without further ado, let's begin this interesting session. So over to you, Ashish, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Bani, and welcome to everyone for joining this webinar. My name is Ashish, and I lead Titan Workspace team. We work closely with our partner Progressive and deliver these amazing workplace solutions to enterprise. So today I'm going to take about 30 minutes to share my thoughts on the various challenges that all of us have due to hybrid working, right? So we all are now driven to a phase where hybrid working is inevitable. So we'll have to, prepare our strategies to make sure that our employees they get benefited of this entire new shift, and also from the organizational standpoint, there's a least impact on the productivity. So my session today would be focused on the challenges, and then I'll give a little bit about introduction about our tool, which is Titan Workspace, and how this is helping our other enterprise customers to drive very successful hybrid environments, right? In terms of employee engagement, internal communication, corporate communication, and so on, right? Feel free to type in your questions, and we'll be glad to answer all that and discuss with you some of the use cases when we finish this presentation. Let me share my screen. Okay. All right. So let me start my presentation. See, the first thing that I want to talk about today is, the challenges that the new hybrid has thrown to us as a corporates. Microsoft recently did a survey with a lot of enterprise worldwide, and they came out with a very interesting story that 48% of the employees will work remotely, and this number used to be low previously. Though everybody is anticipating that we may go back to our work, but yes, in some areas it will happen, but in areas where it is already demonstrated that work can be executed remotely, I think companies will have to go through a challenge of managing their remote employees. A lot of millennial new joinees, they are, when they're working remotely, they need a digital experience, which is connectivity with their corporate in terms of information systems and all. And Microsoft suggested that about 30% of your workforce would now demand a better digital experience from your enterprise, right? Business automation has been one of the key areas of CIOs ever since an enterprise was created, but in the last 1.5 years, this thing has now become very prominent that their process automation needs a lot more focus to make sure that hybrid is delivering all the promises as of the work from office, right? Another interesting thing that I want to talk about is when pandemic came, that was year 2020 early. All of us, every enterprise, the focus was how to connect, how to communicate. We all suddenly started working from home, and the whole area was shifted towards technology adoption. Microsoft Teams became one of the favorite choice. Of course, Zoom, Google, they all have video conferencing solutions, and an enterprise jumped onto either Microsoft or non-Microsoft. So everybody adjusted to the new video conferencing and connectivity solution, and that was year one, which I would say 2020. Now, after 1 year, we all agree that we have settled. The connectivity is no longer an issue with us. Now the issue is how to manage our work, right? Also, another important study which is coming is that employees are no used to all that flexibility. But in the meantime, employees have understood that their productivity cannot be compromised. So therefore, and as an enterprise, the challenge in front of everyone is how to maintain hybrid and how to give flexibility to your employees and still make sure that the work is getting done. I think this is where very clearly now the message is coming that we, from communication to hybrid and flexibility, I think the enterprise which are going to adopt all this very quickly, I think there are high chances of retaining their employees. So we cannot talk about enterprise challenges anymore. We have to consider that what is our employee going through, right? After 1 year, employees have understood that, barely just logging into Teams or sending messages or chat, that's not going to help me much, because when I was in office, I used to interact with my colleagues and collaborate with them a lot more meaningfully and very quickly. But with Teams, managing the work, taking status, taking your projects, managing projects, getting connected with the rightful information, that's becoming the challenge, right? So another perspective of employee is that I need flexible working now. So employees have understood that work can be achieved remotely. It's all that we need to have better tools, right? People are adjusting to the new hybrid environments. Many of our colleagues have shifted to their native towns and they're happily working from there. So re-shifting of everything could be a challenge for an enterprise. So therefore, we have to consider the fact that technology would play a vital role in terms of managing your hybrid and maintaining the employee productivity along with the flexibility, right? So let's look at some of the challenges that the stakeholders have. See, when we talk about an enterprise, we talk about customers, we talk about employees, but then there are stakeholders very clearly defined as business, HR, and corporate communication and IT. So I'd like to a little bit touch upon what are their priorities when we are working hybrid, or productivity has to be monitored, and there are a lot of other challenges. So what are these guys thinking? So let me start with the priorities of a business head. Today, it's very clear that the priorities of a business head are, since my team is working remotely, how do I engage my team with the right knowledge platform? I can easily collaborate with them internally as well as with my external stakeholders while working from home. Knowledge must be accessible 24/7, right? And all my business must be automated. So that's a clearly, I would say, the priorities of a business head. Then HR and corporate communications, they are seeing a different challenge. Their challenge is now their employees are in hybrid mode. They may come to office, they may work from home, or it could be a mix. So therefore, how to keep them engaged? So HR has to play a very vital role in making sure that the employees are not feeling left alone. A lot of your new joinees won't see your office for maybe another year. they have not met your other colleagues personally. So it's all a different scenario now. Internal communication could be another challenge to HR and corporate communication. See, when we were in office, we could walk up to anybody and talk, and we were informed of everything that was going on. Today, if I'm working from home, my communication channels are limited with my team, generally my managers and my coworkers, but a limited set of people. So I'm not going to cafeteria and talking to 10 other department people. And that's another challenge that companies are facing, that internal communication is clearly needs an attention now. Since it's a hybrid, longer working hours are coming. I mean, people start their day early and they have long calls, end-to-end back-to-back calls, and the days are very exhausted. So therefore, companies are also now trying to shift their attention toward making sure that work-life balance is created. I mean, work from home doesn't mean work 24/7, right? From the corporate communication standpoint, another very important area which is coming in front of us is brand connect. See, when we were having a physical offices and everybody was coming there, the office location, the brand, the office environment, the facilities, the infrastructure, it was playing a major role in retaining employees. But think about a situation when your employee may not come to your office for a couple of years, right? So how do they measure your image and the brand? So of course, the connectivity could be the next challenge for them. So therefore, a brand will come under some sort of a stress because now they have to communicate to their employees digitally. There's no physical connect, so it's all digital connect. So therefore, these digital platforms, they will play a significant role in making sure that HR and corporate communication teams, they are fully engaged with their employees. Now coming to IT. IT has fought many battles in the last 1.5 years, right? Right from suddenly within a week's time, they had a task to move to online, hybrid, work from home, everything should work. Business should be least impacted and all. So they've gone through many cycles of, readjusting the entire infrastructure. But today, after 1 year, now IT is set, when employees are settled with communication challenges, IT is now more concerned about how to deliver flexibility and automation to my employees, because business needs automation, HR and corporate communication needs connect, flexibility, well-being, and IT has a challenge to select a tool that can actually help their organizations to manage all that. Also, IT understand that in case they have Office 365, the capabilities of Office 365 and Microsoft Teams are huge, but it's very challenging for an IT company or IT department to leverage them. It needs a lot of investments and customizations to make it really work. Adoption for Office 365 has been significantly low. It's only when the Teams came, people got more used to remote working and Teams and little bit files and channels. But still, the real potential of Office 365, which is document management, project management, making external user collaborate with internal users, tasks, intranets, they still are very challenging for an IT to execute. So therefore, we have to make sure that there is a tool which facilitates your Office 365, that simplifies your Office 365, and it's easy to roll out so that these stakeholder challenges, they are easily covered. So Titan Workspace is our product, and it's a SaaS application that works within your Microsoft Teams. Since all of you are very familiar with Teams, so it makes a lot of sense for us to deliver a tool within your Microsoft Teams user experience, right? Titan Workspace is a collaborative productivity list of apps where a lot of such integrated productivity apps are bundled. So you have document management, you have project management, you have tasks, intranet, guest user portal, timesheets, and all. So think of a scenario when your remote employees need, for example, information connect, right? Which is HR communication and brand connect. So that's where the intranet comes into picture. When the knowledge comes, it's a document management and the knowledge-based systems that will help you. For project teams, be it IT projects or non-IT projects, the project management would really work. Guest user is another interesting story here, where your external entities, which are not part of your Office 365, they can come to your platform and they can seamlessly work with your internal teams and collaborate. It could be documents, it could be projects, it could be any other feature and functionality in terms of sharing the information with the external entities. External entities could be your customers, vendors, partners. For educational institutions, it could be your students, right? They all can be now connected through Titan Workspace guest user portal. And then, of course, in case you have certain compliances for timesheets, which can be shared with your customers along with all parameters. So it also supports all that. So over and over, Titan Workspace completes the entire work area productivity. Right from, so when it works with team, so team covers communication and Titan covers the entire collaboration. That's how the entire portal is designed. I'll take about 5 more minutes to take you very quickly through the project, actual product, and tell you that how this product actually looks. 1 second, and then I'll discuss. We have 2 customer stories to share with you. One is a financial fintech, Niyam, and another is Bharat Serums and Vaccines. They are Titan Workspace customers, and I'll share some other stories that how these 2 companies have increased their employee engagements significantly higher in a very short span of implementing Titan. Right? But in the meantime, So Titan works as an app within your Microsoft Teams framework. So I hope you can see my screen. I've just launched into Teams, and within my Teams, I can switch to my intranet now. So Titan, this is the intranet from Titan, which is, oh, sorry. Yeah, this is an intranet from Titan. And it covers state of the art. It covers state of the art, all kind of information, whether it's a news, articles, events, new joining, appointment, experiences, any information that HR corporate communication wants to communicate to employees. This has the entire thing covers that. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it has learning, it has question and answers, all your social media feeds can be integrated to it. You can run employee surveys, all your birthdays, anniversaries, all greetings happen. All your employee recognition programs, they can be highlighted here. All announcements, employee experiences. I mean, people working from home, they can write their own social experiences, reviews about something that they want. And this is the intranet side. Then Titan allows you to have a workplace. So workplace is basically my own working zone within Microsoft Teams, which gives me a complete overview of my attendance, my timesheet, controlling my clients and the guest users. It has all the task module with it, right? I have all my quick links on it. Titan allows you to create a knowledge base and a document repository for all your employees for all the documents which should be accessed 24/7, right? So this is my workspace. Then Titan delivers a full user experience of document management system. As we understand Microsoft Teams, when you're familiar with Microsoft Teams, you're familiar with channels, you're familiar with files within the channels. But there are a lot of use cases that the Teams doesn't complete. So all these use cases of my documents, departmental documents, documents which are shared with me, they always lie on my shared with me zone. All my product documents are here, project documents are here, all my guest user portal accesses, all documents are here. The good thing about Titan is that the user interface is highly simple to adopt. The solution is very quick to roll out. This is, for example, my document. So this allows me to store all my documents online within Titan and share with my other coworkers. So I can go and see the sharing history of all my documents. I can revoke these documents. I can share with document has properties, search, anything. I mean, it go on and on. Same way, a particular department can create their own departmental zone of documents, right? So this is about one department. And let's say this is a marketing department zone only for marketing department employees. Same, you can configure different departmental zones here and those department employees can work on that. Shared with me again is a very beautiful feature that suppose your colleagues are sharing any document with you. Now, generally these documents in Office 365 and Teams, they will come to you on your email and a click of a link. But with Titan, they'll stay there in your zone so that you can always go and find and search that document. So this is all about very high level on the document. So all I want to say here is that when Titan is deployed, your employees would be able to find all the relevant documents very quickly, share their documents, put security on all documents without any trainings, and leverage all the important features of SharePoint within Microsoft document systems, right? Then as part of Titan, there's a project management system. So this project management system is designed to take care of all the project needs, which are not so complex. For example, some of your users may always need very complex solutions like project management, Microsoft Projects, Primavera, or any industry specific project management tool. But what Titan provides is that we understand that about 75 to 80% of your employees, their project management needs are very basic. So all they need is there should be a project. I should be able to add my team members. All my documents should be there on the project. All my tasks should be assigned from that particular project, and I should be able to track all my tasks. So the document area of Titan caters to a very simple way of managing your project. So our vision of projects is not linked to IT projects or very complex projects. Our vision for project is any project. It could be an HR project, could be marketing project, could be, so this is one particular project which I'm part of, right? So I have all the access to the project site. All my project documents are here. I can see what are the tasks open for this particular project. I can escalate. I can share that task with other people. I can create dependencies. Project can be divided into sub projects. You also have a chance to see your team members which are working on your project, and you can see what role they are. And the team members can be internal or external, right? So even Titan allows you to have external users, which are not your O365 members, to come and work with you seamlessly on these projects on a single platform, right? So this is about projects, and then coming to tasks. Task management is again very important when we're talking hybrid. Employees are working remotely, but managers need to take a note of how much workload an employee has, what are the inbox tasks, how much tasks are getting overdue, which tasks are stuck due to some dependency. If I have to take an kind of a review of my team, I would go to task outbox. This is all the tasks which I as a manager, I have assigned to other people in my company. I'll go to filter and I say I want to review this project, all the tasks for a project, or I can review it for a particular employee, or I can review it for a client, or I can review it as per the status of the task or the due date on which the task was supposed to be completed. So I can even track how many tasks has skipped the due dates. And this is for a hybrid environment, this is very relevant because this makes manager's life a lot easier. He can assign tasks to all the members for projects, non-projects, different initiatives, and then he can track. Once Titan is implemented, it offers a lot of other connectivity, benefits. The first of it is automatically it pulls up your Office 365 account list and creates your entire enterprise level employee directory, right? So this employee directory can be filtered as per your subsidiary or as per manager or as per department or designation or location or group name, whatever it is, right? Then automatically, in case you have an enterprise has a lot of physical locations. So these physical locations, you can create a directory of this physical location subsidiary wise, and then you can even track them. Also, based on your Active Directory in Office 365, Titan allows you to have your real-time organizational chart so that you can actually give a better experience to your employees in terms of how the organization looks like. In fact, this chart you can filter in a way that you want to see location-wise org, or department-wise org, or manager-wise org. So it's all possible in Titan. So this is also the an important aspect of Titan is guest user portal. So guest user is basically a concept where an external entity, which is not part of your Office 365, you extend them a portal where they can collaborate with you. So these entities could be your vendors, partners, customers, suppliers, subcontractors, so on. So I'm just logged in with my Gmail account. This does not need an Office 365 account for an external user, and you can create as many portals for them as well. So a company has extended an external user portal to me. I'm one of their subcontractors. I'm working on with a couple of projects with them, right? So these are the project list where I'm working with them. Also, company can assign me tasks as an external user, and I can assign a task internally through request. And there's a document zone for me and also shared with me where all these documents from the internal users can be shared with the external users, right? So this portal is basically an extension to your Microsoft Teams using Office 365 external user functionality. And Microsoft allows you to add as many external users in your Active Directory. And Titan then comes into picture, which helps them to manage these external users and also deliver this portal. You can configure, you can rebrand this portal as per your customer branding. Different people can have different functionality. For example, I'm your subcontractor. So you can extend me, I want to share projects with me and tasks with me. Then there is another customer, you say, I want to share news with him, all my latest offerings with him. And I also want to upload all his invoices on his portal so that he has 24/7 access to. So the use cases could be immense. So this is a very high level about the product. Now coming back to my presentation once again, I'll very quickly talk about two use cases here. One is Niam. Niam is a financial fintech company based out of Mumbai. They started implemented Titan almost 1 year back for about 150 employees to 200 employees. And then within 1 year, they have their number of employees using Titan has grown from 150 to almost 650, around 650, right? And so this shows that Niam was able to offer a solution to their remote workers where they could communicate well with them. And the solution became very, very popular among Niam employees. Today, their corporate communication, HR managers, they're all communicating on this platform, and their productivity levels are as good as if everybody is working from their office, right? And everybody is very well informed. The implementation cycle was very quick. Titan takes 1 or 2 weeks to go live, and very quickly it can be rolled out to all your employees. It has a mobile application. You can download it for iOS or Android, and your employees will have a complete intranet and all other collaborative features on your company branded mobile app, where they can access data 24/7 information. Bharat Serums and Vaccine is a pharma. and where we have rolled out Titan for about 1,800 employees. Again, their challenge was remote worker connectivity, engagement, and making sure that employees don't feel disconnected with an organization and they are able to access information 24/7. It could be projects, it could be documents, it could be all corporate internal and external information which was required to the from the organization perspective, right? So these are two highly success stories. Of course, we have a lot of enterprise customers. We have companies like Aurobindo Pharma, where now Titan is already launched to about 5,000 employees. We have World Health Organization, where Titan is working for some of the divisions. We have other fintech companies where Titan is highly successful now. So, and our customer base is rapidly increasing, right? So mobile application I talked about, this has, it allows you to connect, give a tool to your employees where entire office information is in mobile app, right? And they can access all your stuff very quickly. Titan sits on top of your Office 365. So now from the IT perspective, it's a SaaS. It does not run from third-party cloud. It sits on your as an app on your O365 tenant, and it's fully under your control. Security, scalability is all governed by Microsoft. It is an add-in to Microsoft Teams and Office 365. The good point of this is since the underlying platform is SharePoint, but Titan is designed in a way that it's 100% configurable and it does not need any SharePoint technical skills to make it work. So I think on a very high level, I have shared and demonstrated that my thoughts about hybrid working, what are the challenges, and how an enterprise can actually go and leverage their Office 365. See, all of you have Office 365. The challenge is, how can I leverage the same platform with a little incremental cost and give more engaging and better experience to my external and internal stakeholders? So with that, I would request our panel to come on screen and ask questions. I mean, I love to answer any question that our applicants have today. So Ravi, Bani, if you can, you are on mute, I guess.
Thank you, Mr. Ashish, for such a wonderful session. So today we have in our audience, we can see people from HR domain, we can see participants who have joined from IT domain. So if there are any queries, anyone will be happy to address it. Or anyone would like to share their challenges, or would you like to have, would you like to share your views on this hybrid workplace?
Mr. Davis John, who heads the HR from Agreement, and on Orient Bell, Jagdishwaran. Anybody would like to ask any questions, please? Or Rahul Kala, TVS Motors.
In the meanwhile, Ashish, we get any query? I have one query which I generally get from our clients. So how flexible Titan is in terms of integration in case, because generally whenever any HR persons take the demos, they always ask, can we integrate Titan with HRMS or can we integrate Titan with their existing ERPs? So can you just quickly tell us means how flexible it is and how easily we can integrate it with the third-party application?
Right. See, look, the underlying framework is Office 365 and SharePoint. So SharePoint has all those connectors and offers the integration to any third-party applications. Now, when we talk about an integration, we need to understand the exact use case that the customer wants to achieve with the integration. What information would you like to flow from third-party system like an SAP or Oracle or Microsoft Dynamics into Titan? We can create a dashboard specific to an organization. So Titan allows you to add more tabs within the R app, within Titan app. So one tab could be your dashboard for management, another which is bringing data from SAP or Oracle or any third-party systems. So all those integrations are possible. Product comes in a ready-to-use flavor. However, all the integrations are possible.
Any question, anyone related to the functionalities or any technical queries, you can just ask.
Ashish, I have a question. Which platforms do you have ready connectors available with? So you must be having a library of APIs which are available.
At the moment, yeah, see, the request that we are getting at the moment from our customer is SAP and Microsoft Dynamics. That's currently coming. In case of Bharat Serums, their HRMS is on another ERP, and we have integrated and brought their users from that HRMS into Titan. So that means the data or the employee information is no longer coming from Office 365 Active Directory. It's coming from their other systems, which is maintaining the employee information. We do not have any ready-made connector as a but the way that we are looking at is that every customer's use case is very different. For example, some of our customers would like to have their procurement dashboard on Titan, right? Some of our customers would like to have their CRM dashboard on the customer. So the integration is one-on-one basis at the moment, but yes, in future roadmap, we have a vision that we will have once these use cases are fully established as a standard use case, then we will bring those APIs to the Go systems.
Okay, thanks.
So we also have one more question from the audience where Mr. Chetan is writing, how about the integration with constructions related ERP like FarVision and InfoSuite?
Right. See, look, when we talk about construction related, these two ERPs, they are very industry specific, right? And they are highly verticalized. So now, can Titan replicate these functionalities? The answer is no. Titan is not a tool which is replicating these industry specific project management and services ERPs. However, Titan allows you to bring the dashboard into Titan. That means the KPIs from these ERPs can be brought to Titan. We can build, so Titan is so flexible that either you can build a custom dashboard into Titan, or you can build a Power BI dashboard into Titan. Okay, both the options are open. So it depends on which use case customer wants to have, and Titan can integrate with all that. So the answer is that customer has to tell us that what exactly they want from these Infor or these ERP systems to come into Titan, and then we will bring all that through Microsoft Power BI or any other dashboard that we can manage for them.
So we can see audience from different verticals. We have Mr. Rajiv Khadi from Sigma Electric. He's the VP and Global Head IT. We also have from Krishna Maruti Group, Mr. Sanjeev Kumar. So any queries, sir, on collaboration tool or any challenges you could be facing in your environment?
Or any use case that anybody wants to discuss whether Titan is able to fulfill that use case or not. So I'll be glad to share that experience too.
Hey Ashish, sorry.
Please go ahead, Vinay.
Yeah, thank you. Ashish, how about data security in terms of documentation, which you showed few minutes back? All
right. See, you were talking about the security of data on the client's tenant, right?
Yeah.
Is that the question? Okay. Titan is deployed on your own Office 365 tenant and sits inside your Office 365 and Teams. It does not run from any third-party cloud. We do not have any SaaS cloud, right? Even though it is built as SaaS, but it is deployed as a solution which is independent to your tenant only. So therefore, anybody who wants to access Titan, the security is governed by Office 365 layer. So you'll have to log in through your Office 365 credential to log into Titan or to your Titan mobile app, both. So therefore, the content, data, and everything is stored in your Office 365 tenant and under your control. So once Titan is deployed, even as a vendor, we don't have any access to Titan because, yeah. So once it is deployed, you stop us from accessing the site by changing the password of that particular site, and then the entire thing is under your control.
Okay, so what about to data backup in case if we don't wish to continue with a Titan after particular year, if we want to move to some other platform? So how about the data backup which we used earlier in the Titan workspace?
Right.
Hope you got my question.
Oh, yes, yes. So see, the data is getting stored into your SharePoint lists and other. So everything is accessible to your super admin from the administration standpoint. So even if Titan subscription is stopped, content, data, every information which is there in the Titan user wise, it is available to you through the lists. We can even help you to migrate that data later into a platform that can, you can migrate to some other system in case you want to access these documents without Titan later.
Okay, got it, Ashish. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And thanks, Vinu, for that question. That's what was my question was about the data handling and data storage. And that's what it is. So good to hear that, because that's the management question that they will straight away ask. Where is my data, brother? So that's will make it easy for us to answer that even if we want to bring this, we have a lot of features there. I want more details, Ashish, later on, maybe after this call, especially on the timesheet front. Because we are using right now Navision for timesheet. So we are getting some requests for timesheets to be handled on different area. But I'll connect with you later on directly with all that.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So on the data security, another good thing let me share with you is when you are extending your guest user portals. Let's say internally perception is that Microsoft is very secure. But what about external users? A lot of companies, they're sitting on a lot of licenses of Microsoft Office 365 only, but using only internally. External user is highly secure in Office 365 now, because external user cannot be added without proper authentication in your Azure Active Directory. So therefore, it is not an external user is not running from any other Microsoft cloud. I mean, it's the same Office 365 tenant which is managing your external user. So when you are extending your external user portal to, let's say, your customer, vendor, or subcontractor, or any external agency which is not the Office 365 account holder, the data is with you, the content is under your full control, and it's highly secure, right? So, so that part is very well taken care by Microsoft on the security side. And that's the feature that we have leveraged to make sure that the internal and the external collaboration is highly secure, right? That's another point I wanted to highlight.
Mm-hmm. On the collaboration front, one was the area for Teams. Is there any other collaboration integrations are possible wherein like we can have maybe we have our SharePoint intranet and we can hook up just for the documentation part from Titan to that intranet of maybe intranet running is on SharePoint. So I think we will be able to integrate that, right?
Look, it's already on SharePoint, but the product structure is a little different. So therefore, you will have a couple of options. One is when Titan is deployed, the content and everything from your previous intranet is migrated by us, right? When you take a detailed demo of Titan, you would understand that this is very designed in such a way that you do not need any technical skills, and that's a lot to talk about. Also, it's 100% configurable. So therefore, some of our customers have stopped using their a legacy SharePoint based intranet. It was on either on-premise or they had done something on online, but they have moved on to Titan because of a lot of other better reasons. However, in terms of your documents, so we understand that, when Titan is deployed on your O365 tenant, you may have legacy SharePoint sites, document libraries, or already something which is very popular in the document control systems. So in your Titan, you'll have a chance by yourself to go and configure any external data source of document and bring that all documents seamlessly into your DMS directly without writing a code. So that's we call it custom document integration within Titan. So one of the zone is, let me give you a use case, right? Today, when we talk about all the documents should be in one location, right? So it's my documents, my departmental documents, my customer documents, my financial documents, and all are on one place. My project documents. The pain that we are seeing now is as the Teams is getting more and more popular, people are seeing that, suddenly I'm part of 50 teams, 50 channels, and every channel has document, which is my favorite channel. And I don't want to be associated with so many channels, and there's so much of a data clutter on my channels now. Titan allows you to integrate any of your popular Teams files into a single unified view, right? And that can be migrated from any team seamlessly or any other SharePoint site. So we have kept that door open, and it can be achieved by user without even an intervention of IT, right? So that's kind of a level we'll like to show you later, whenever you want to have a detailed demo about our system. So you'll see all those use cases.
Thank you.
So good thing about product is growing always. So when you get a project done in your company, the challenge is, after 2-3 years, how to make over, how to add more features, which direction will it go? Stakeholders will keep changing, their requirements will keep changing, business will keep changing. When you have a product like Titan, we invest 24/7 time in imagining what will happen in future, right? And that's the value that we bring to the table, that the product that you have today, I can even share with some of you if you're interested in some other call, that what is our roadmap for the product. In 2 years, what we want to do, in 6 months, what we want to do. For the last 1 year, we have got 3 major upgrades to our customers, very major upgrades to our customer. And that's our commitment, that in a year, 2 big major upgrades would be committed to every customer by us. All right, so if we don't have any other questions, so I would love to have one-on-one sessions with those who are interested to look at this product a little deeper. Maybe in case we are also providing no commitment basis pilot projects to some of the enterprise, in case you really want to test Titan on your Office 365 tenant and see that how quickly this can be quickly deployed and rolled out, right? So those kind of experience we want to give every one of our prospect to make sure that they have the right decisions to buy. All right, I think Ravi.
Yes, Ashish. Yeah, thank you for the wonderful presentation. I see another question coming in from Neeti Vaya from Starlight Power. So is the question answered, Ma'am, any further clarification required on that?
So I think she logged out. So the question was, when you say build into Titan, you mean render in app? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is Teams app, which is rendered into Teams, but using services of Office 365, Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Flow, and a lot of Power Platform services. I think if there are no more questions, then we can close the session.
Yes, Ashish, we can do that. Any other questions, ladies, gentlemen? Otherwise, we can end the program. All right, Bani, over to you. Thank you note.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining this session. We would love to hear your feedback on this session. So please do write back to us with your feedback, your views, as well as if you want to have one-on-one session, then you can also write back to us interested. We'll surely plan a demo with you all. Thank you once again. Thank you, Mr. Ashish, for such a wonderful session.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us and giving your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a good day.
Thank you.